Hi, my name is Sheena Shaw, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the impact of Christianity on American founding. Alright, so one of the main reasons for exploration into the New World was for the spread of Christianity to the native population. In Christopher Columbus's first travels, we all know that he came over in search of a trade route to India, but when he landed here in 1492, he had a desire to Christianize the native population. So when he returned in 1493, he brought with him missionaries whose main goal was to convert the natives to Christianity. According to Mark Knoll, in A History of Christianity of the United States and Canada, on his second journey in 1493, Columbus took with him Catholic friars from whom he hoped could convert the Indians that he had seen on the first voyage. While most conquistadors to the New World came in search of glory, exploration, and wealth, they would bring with them missionaries to convert the populations. According to the video A New Adam, a century after Columbus came to the New World, the first Spaniards reached a land that they would call New Mexico. Their conquistadors came in search of silver. Their missionaries came to save heathen souls. So while yes, they came to explore and find riches, Christianizing the population and converting them paralleled. But conversion was often difficult. For one reason, the natives didn't want to convert. They didn't want to give up their way of life and their religion. And those that did convert expected to live a better, more carefree and strife-free life, and that just didn't happen. And so oftentimes when this didn't happen, they would revolt. A case in point would be the Pueblo Indian Revolt in 1680 near Santa Fe. And there was just a miscommunication between the friar and the Pueblo Indians, who came to listen to the friar but did not want to convert and didn't realize that converting meant that they had to give up who they were and their religion and way of life. Things escalated and the Indians ended up revolting. As Mark Knoll records, the insurgent Pueblos also went out of their way to burn churches, destroy baptismal records, and eradicate evidence of the friars' work. Most of the time they tried to get rid of the missions, but then often targeted the missionaries themselves, who tried to convert the native population. In addition to spreading Catholicism in New Spain, Catholicism had a stronghold in New France, specifically in Quebec. One of the greatest missionaries to Canada that converted a large number of Huron Indians was Jean de Brebeuf. Brebeuf's success was short-lived because he would be martyred in 1649 by the Iroquois. He was also tortured horribly before succumbing to death. In addition to New Spain and New France, who contribute their beginnings to Christianity, the British colonies in North America also have ties with religion. Case in point being the Pilgrims coming to Plymouth to escape religious persecution. And then in Massachusetts Bay, you have the Puritans who came to purify the Church of England. But while the first permanent settlement at Jamestown in 1607 was to establish a settlement and glory for their king, they would establish the Church of England as their main church and religion. Christian conversion paralleled exploration for wealth in the New World and would be the driving factor for colonization. The Supreme Court Chief Justice Earl Warren made a statement at a breakfast prayer in 1594 in Washington, D.C. That describes the impact that Christianity has had on the founding of America. He exclaimed, "Whether we look for the first charter of Virginia or the Charter of Massachusetts Bay, or to the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut, the same objective is present: a Christian land governed by Christian principles. But I think it's important to realize that while this conversion was done, it was done at the expense of the native population and later the slave population.